It was the scariest time of my life. Wow.
Yeah.
I flood with emotion sometimes still because I had so much in it.
All right.
Paul Myers,
Denise Myers.
Road Warrior Investors.
Yes, we are. We're back out in the field. Are we in Tempe? Is it
Tempe or
Tempe?
Mesa?
Tempe?
This is actually Mesa. We're right on the
Okay.
border.
Oh, okay.
So
all
this is
right.
Mesa, Arizona.
Is this like a community of people, they work in Phoenix and they live here? That kind of thing? Or is it?
Oh, definitely a suburb. Yeah. So Maricopa County and Phoenix have grown so much. So there is business opportunities everywhere. There's a huge hospital just over the freeway here, about a couple miles away.
University here,
But
too.
definitely we have, ASU, MCC, which is actually the largest community college in the nation, is right here.
Wow.
So Mesa is the largest suburb of Phoenix in Arizona.
Nice.
Okay.
And we have a special guest, Derek, with us today. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, thank
We're
you for
excited to have
inviting
you
me.
in today. This will be good.
Yeah.
Well, we're here at a beautiful house. This neighborhood is gorgeous.
Nice.
Tell us the story around this particular home.
Yeah, let's walk in because
Okay.
it's really pretty inside.
You got it.
And it's on the lakes, which is
Oh, even
kind
better.
of a
lake
unique
here?
property. Yeah, exactly. It's man-made.
Wow.
So we have a dig lead program.
Yeah.
Home investors, they want you to do that, and we use the brand strongly through it.
Mm-hmm.
But we reach out to realtors all the time, and we reach out to other wholesalers and things, and like, hey, we're buyers. We actually do these things, right? So this came through a realtor program, and that realtor needed help trying to find. They wanted to sell it fast. It was original, this house. And we were able to get that deal and help that realtor help her client. So it's, home investor is all about helping people and just making the system work for them. It's okay, right? And if it does, that's what we try to do. So this actually was able to help the agent look good for the seller. It worked really good.
Yeah.
This house is fun. There used to be a wall here.
Oh my
And this was an arch. And this is a wall to here. There's a door. And the kitchen goes about to here, and there's a wall that came straight down the middle of
Wow.
this. And so we opened it up, raised the ceilings. We put that slider in that was just a window.
Mm-hmm. This is beautiful
So we
slider
opened it all
too.
up,
And you got the waterfall.
yeah, waterfall edges on both sides.
What year is this house? Like 70s?
I think it's like 80s,
Okay.
early 80s.
Then by having a wall and a little kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
It's 70s.
Yeah, so it was really
So
tight.
typical.
But you came in, and so obviously we just ripped everything out. We had a saw cut through the floor to bring the power, everything over here because it was just coming through the wall.
As most of your houses are slab houses here.
Yeah.
That's
Luckily, so the newer properties in Arizona have what's called a post-tension slab, which have all the cabling through the slab too. And that's a whole different challenge.
That's a lot of
No,
I think it's expansive soils. That's what they
There's some areas that are more so than others, but we've actually even had some really big fissures. If you want to look something crazy up, during the boom in 06, 07, we had builders just building everywhere, and it probably was in 12ish. We actually had houses swallowed up by the ground just opening up under houses,
cracking over.
Yeah, and it was down south, in like the Queen Creek Santine area.
This is something new. This is a downdraft, obviously, for, I'm guessing,
It's just
It's the
just a vent. Okay.
And-
I just haven't
and
seen
the
one like
lights.
that
I've
before.
never seen one up that high.
Yeah, we didn't want to drop it down and block the view
Yeah.
of everything. So we were able to find one that actually goes all the way up into the ceiling.
That's awesome. I have
Yeah.
not seen that. Look at this kitchen or the fridge. My goodness. My goodness. Look at this
Where did you
thing.
find that?
That is
I've never seen one
come
like that.
on.
So we,
You can move into that.
Oh. You had the home staged because it's getting ready.
Yeah.
Is it on the market now? or
it's sold.
It's sold. Good
Yeah.
for
Oh,
you.
man.
So we got this up, and it probably took 2.5 weeks.
To get it
to
under
get sold.
contract.
Under contract. Yeah. So it's
Nice.
under contract. So yeah, it doesn't close until the 16th of December.
Okay.
And it's a cash buyer,
Perfect.
which is really awesome, right? It was a hard lesson. I did this really gorgeous house, one of my most expensive houses in Fountain Hills.
Yeah.
It was on the side of a mountain, and I mean, I actually spent about $250,000 in the remodel on it because it was a 70s house.
You made it nice.
And it was all original. And I opened the whole thing up. I mean, I had 30-foot sliders on each side of the house because you have, in Fountain Hills, you have on the mountain it was at, you could see the fountain. We have this huge fountain, gosh, 150 feet. And then on the other side, you had what's called Red Mountain and you had city lights. And so it's just this beautiful spot. This is a while ago because I think it just recently traded at like 1.8. But I put it on the market for about $1 million, which I thought was a smoking deal. I got an offer on it, and I think the offer was like $875. It took a long time. It was a 1-year project to get this to where it was, right? Yeah. And so I'm just like, just give me a real offer.
Right.
The agent, I'm like, I'm not even going to counter. I want you to go back. I want you to just give me a real offer because it's priced out good. Well, market changed. I had that house for about 8 months and then ended up selling it for, I think, $850 or $825 just to get out of it. So this came in and was also another little arch like that.
Everything was
Super tight.
closed, yeah.
The toilet was in a really weird position, sitting right here, facing this way.
How do you get to your shower?
And then this shower this was actual, drywall sheetrocked off. And so we just, opened this all up and had to move because the shower head was actually here, right in the glass. So we had to move all of that over and just open it up.
First time into real estate investing.
Okay.
What kind of advice would you give that person if they wanted to get into it?
I would say have someone you trust that has done it before. Review your deals. Don't trust a wholesaler. The majority of them, they have zero skin in the game and they will tell you anything to make their 20, 10, whatever it is, $1,000 and they don't care about you. It's easy for a wholesaler to go get a contract because they're not buying it. So they will offer whatever they want to get the deal. And it does not mean it's a good deal. Then they fluff the ARVs. And they have no clue what rehab actually costs.
Have you bought projects from investors that have ran out of cash?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that. And I've done it with, I have some hard money friends because I also lend out hard money and we'll buy their deals sometimes. They're a lot bigger than me, so they'll have, and they're, investors that started and just have no clue, or they have had investors out of state that are trusting all these people. Spent $80,000 and there's 20 grand worth of work done on the house. Yeah. Perfect example, another house in Mesa, an investor came to me that bought deals from before and he wanted to do it himself. So this is a guy that's been a wholesaler, right? Yeah. And he knows the business. Never flipped. Never flipped. He sees me do it all the time. And this is actually early this year. He calls me up and he's like, "Hey, do you want to come in partner on this house that I'm doing?" And I'm like, "Well, tell me about it." Yeah. And long story short, he had gutted the whole house, sheetrocked everything, like literally took everything out of this house to reframe it. And I asked what his budget was. Like, when you started this, what's your budget? It's like $50,000. I said, and you took it to the stud. Like that just doesn't work, right? No. Like you have to remember when you move a wall, it's not just a wall typic. You have electric, you could have plumbing, and then you have your wall framing, and then your sheetrock, and then your texture, and then your paint. Literally, it's not just a $2,000 deal. Typically, if you're moving walls, right? People don't know that. They just think, oh, it's lumber and sheetrock. I was not able to help him out.
Them and sometimes you cannot. Yeah.
Right. I was doing real estate during the crash site, the actual crash. The 50% downturn in real estate. It was the scariest time of my life. Wow. Yeah. I flood with emotion sometimes still because I had so much in it. Luckily, I had 6-figure savings account that saved my family and I, right? But we were down to zero before my next deal actually went through, which was in like over a year. So I am very cautious with the market. Every day I look at inventory. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it staying still? And you really can build a cycle and see kind of what's happening, which helped out in June of 22. I was not even in state, but I was watching the market just like jump 1,000 properties up inventory,
Wow.
thousand. And I said, look, we're buying back at when any market that's tight, you have typically aren't buying at 65% minus repair.
Not always.
Outskirts,
Yeah.
that's like right now, that's all I will pay. Right? Like that's my max dollar amount. So everyone was paying a good amount of money in the beginning of 22. And I'm watching this.
So interest rates.
Yeah, it's basically what happened.
That's what
right?
happened. Yeah, I know.
The interest rates jumped. Everyone stopped buying, and inventory just started tacking up. And so immediately I said, obviously I got a lot of pushback from my buyers. So I'm like, hey, this is where we're buying at. And they're pissed because everyone else is still paying whatever.
I could have this conversation with you all day long.
I know.
Good conversation. Let's finish the tour if you don't mind. And then we got a second house to go check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where should we check out here?
Wow, look at the size of this bedroom. Where does this go? Closet?
No,
That's outside?
that is to the neighbor's yard. Really crazy.
Okie dokie.
Because it's a shared, like the house is the wall for that neighbor. It's right on the property line.
Okay.
So that goes right out to the neighbor's backyard.
Okay. Is it a 2-bedroom?
It's technically a 2-bedroom, but it is a 3 because we have the office.
And we got 1 3/4 bath.
So
Nice. Okay. This could be a bedroom.
This was an office. So the other thing we did for this house, this actually went into the room next door, had this huge closet library, basically, is what it was. And so we closed that off and we brought the laundry from the garage inside.
Perfect.
And then we made a closet. So this could be a bedroom.
And so laundry's in here then?
So laundry's over here. No, it has its own actual full utility laundry closet. So now we have laundry here.
Oh, perfect.
And it's a really nice,
and all that stuff.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Inside,
Yeah, and that's
Smart.
So yeah.
Yeah, you saved on space, you put things away and made it easily accessible for people.
Right.
It's a beautiful transformation.
Yeah. This is still, think how thick this door is. Because it's still real wood, but it has to be a fire door because it's on the garage.
Wow.
And so we had to order. This is on here right now because we're still special order waiting on that
because it's
latch because it is so thick. Yeah.
Well, I also know the front door is like a 42-inch front door, so it's not a 36.
But
it's a big door.
It's cool.
You can see here where we had a socket.
Oh, wow.
To bring the water sewer over to the laundry room.
Oh, for the water.
Because it used to be out here.
Right. And all your air conditioners are on the roof?
Yeah, it's on the roof.
And the heating and everything?
Yeah, it's usually all combined. Yeah, they call combo packs. And then you have, if it works on gas, it comes gas packs here.
Nice.
So it'd be electric for AC and then gas for the heat. This is an all electric house.
This transformation, from what you shared, I can already see how closed it used to be in and now how open it is. It's just beautiful, Derek.
Neat house.
Don't buy right next to a new home builder unless you just are getting a smoking deal, because especially right now when rates are crazy, they'll supplement rates. You can go in and get a 5% 30-year fix with a new home build. And whether someone loves your property, when they're saving $200 a month on the new one and it's new and warranted, it doesn't matter, right? They typically will go that route. So I have bought next to them before, but it just the numbers have to be really good and then I'll do it. Otherwise, I don't.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, we have one more house to go check out. Is that right there?
Fun one.
Yeah.
You just picked it up.
I just picked it up. Yeah, I
fresh.
just picked it up, and it is. Yeah, I have no sense of smell.
Unfortunately, I do. Everything.
I'm with you.
I tell you,
it smells in here. If I can smell it, there's a problem.
That's how I am. I'm like, this must be really strong because I can smell it.
You said taste it a little bit.
Yeah, that's really what happens for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Derek, thank you so much for this first one. We're going to mosey on to the next one.
Awesome.
And all right, let's go check out the next one.
still out in the field.
We are. Now, where are we now, Derek?
Now we're in Tempe.
Oh, Tempe.
So Tempe is a smaller community, suburb of Phoenix. Got that word now. And it has ASU, right? Arizona State University. So this house is under construction, right? This is the middle of construction. So we've got some guys working here.
So this again was kind of a bigger deal. If you look here, this is what used to be the entryway. So it came out. So we raised all of the ceilings up in this house. We've, again, opened this whole house up. So talk about someone that was buying. This was actually part of our dig program. And this was a property we bought from someone that started construction. So they had started construction and they had, the kitchen used to be, in fact, I ripped my pants on the piping. It used to be right here. You can kind of see this cement line.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the old kitchen that sat right here in the middle. And then this actually used to be outside back patio.
Wow.
I see the tile there.
Since it was all, this was ripped out, it literally had studs. That's all that was here.
Wow.
Was studs. I think the sink was still here. And they didn't do really anything else except for demo that. And they had, the flooring was gone. They had that demo.
So you raised the ceilings.
We raised the ceiling through the whole house.
And then you added on a little bit? Is that what I'm saying?
So this was this had an addition all. So it already had a permitted addition.
Okay.
And we just have redone it because it was kind of crappy. So we've redone it so it's up to code.
Gotcha.
And will look really good.
And you got a little pool going on here too.
Yeah, so
It's like they're resurfacing the pool.
Yeah, we chipped it all out. So everything was horrible. It already has new tile. So all the white tile surround is brand new.
Wow.
We added a auto leveler. This older pool sometimes don't have that. It's in Arizona. You got all your evaporation, so people are putting their hose in there. So that's we added the auto leveler, so we don't have to mess with that.
Did they come and shoot concrete in basically?
They will shoot all. They won't do. They'll do a little bit, and then they have the plaster that will come in.
Okay.
And we've been waiting for this new pergola to come in because they're going to do that and redo the deck at the same time.
It's a nice big yard too back there.
It is, and it has an RV gate back there.
Oh, nice.
Which is super rare. It's empty. So just a very, very large pool.
With a diving board.
Diving pool.
Wow.
RV gate, and it's just in a great location.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you mentioned that you originally found this property by helping out another investor get out of it. Is that what I heard?
That is correct.
Yeah.
This is one that the numbers look wonderful if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And just right off the bat was in way too deep.
Yeah.
We bought him out from his lender before he got foreclosed on and helped him out. What's cool about, like, this is a family house.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is a mature family house.
For sure, yeah.
You know, this is also going to be like 700,000, maybe a little bit more because of the Tempe.
And you're in the neighborhood.
Tempe, the pool, and everything else, right? We got a worker doing prepping for baseboard and trim right now.
Yep. Such a simple thing to put in, but adds so much value.
Yes, I always go big on those things. 4.25 is my minimum size on my baseboards on all my houses. I don't care if it's a $200,000 house is getting 4.25 baseboard.
Yeah. So we got laundry over here. And then are there bedrooms back here?
There are. So this room, if you turn around, that wall was totally open and was like a dining room. And originally it was a bedroom from the original floor plan. And so I put it back into a bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you can see.
Is it a 3 or 4 bedroom house?
It is I think it's
Wow.
5. It's 5 bedrooms.
Nice.
There's 2 over there and there's 3 on this side.
Oh, yeah.
So shower, middle getting redone. New cabinets throughout. New toilets. Tiles to the wall. So this is the one that we turned back into a bedroom.
Okay. All right.
It's a good space for it too.
So this is the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
view. Oh, nice.
yeah. Can wash the pool, see everything else. So we have
Nice.
redo the ventilation. But this is really going to help out a family that needs to be in this area or wants to be in this area. And I mean, there's really not that many 5-bedroom houses.
Yeah.
So my wife's family is 9 kids. I have a combined family of two sets. We had 10 kids growing up.
Oh, my.
And what I really wanted to do was like take this wall out too, where this laundry room is.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take this wall because there's a storage inside the garage back here. There's a big storage room. And so I was going to open this up and have this huge, nice laundry room. But it was, once everything's done, you have all your piping here, right? I have gas on this house. I have my sewer drains. I have all my water, electrical, literally everything on this wall. And this is going to be about $11,000 just to open this up and do kind of what I wanted to do.
Because you had to cut concrete there to do that.
I got to cut concrete. I got to move everything. I got to do so much stuff to do that. We have a full door package through this house.
The new doors throughout, new trim. Yeah, I see the new trim going in.
Yeah. So this has brand new shower.
Big bathroom.
This was actually weird because it was tight. So we opened this wall, but then we also pulled the shower because the shower was back here. So we pulled the shower out about 8 inches to be able to get a bigger feel for it.
You have great vision on
like,
Go ahead, yeah.
Stuff too is nice.
Yeah.
Little features like that.
You have great vision on your stuff. I see a dual vanity coming in here.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Jack and Jill, huh?
You had asked about budgeting, and I want to say too, like the new investors, when you get your contractor, when can you start? I'll start tomorrow. The more important question is, when can you finish this project? That is the number one, because contractors, you will find out, they will start a project today, and then they will come back 2 weeks to start working on it again, right? And so all of a sudden, a project that should have taken 4 weeks is 8 weeks, which just, in the bigger properties, the way that I borrow money, again, this property is probably about a $5,000 to $6,000 a month spend, right? So if a contractor takes another month, you just blew $5,000 to $6,000, which is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So more important to say, when can you be finished? What happens if you don't get finished? And then for your budget, I use $1,000 a day. It should not take more. This house is $100,000. Shouldn't take more than 100 days. Really should be 90 days. The other houses, if it's the one we're going to go to is a $37,000 budget, it should be a month, 5 weeks tops.
Okay.
So that's a good rule of thumb. And then follow up with your contractors. Pictures every week. Pictures every week. It helps keep them on track. This property was, an Ingenuity lead that we came up. We were against multiple buyers on it. The family here had been here for a long time. They needed to sell as is. You'll see inside, maybe not as nice as the outside. And they needed the money before they moved. So we were able to give them a post-possession of 2 weeks. We always hold back funds. 2 weeks, usually $5,000. If it's a month, we'll hold back 10.
But did you charge them rent during that 2-week period?
No.
Yeah.
A month I'll charge rent unless I bake it into my price. But that's all during the budget step.
Yeah.
If you guys stand my hands. But yay, look at our nice entryway. We have some type of urine.
I'll stick around that.
Yeah. We have this cool decoration that should be accounted somewhere. How does it smell? So I have no sense of smell.
I don't smell it that bad.
It kind of hits you here. It smells like, we have a lot of rentals in Indiana.
Yeah.
It smells like just a dirty rental or somebody's try not to get got.
So this...
You're supposed to tell me you just closed on it yesterday.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you...
And it's out. I just bought this today. This morning.
So did you already do a clean out then? Did they leave stuff?
We did do a trash
behind?
out.
Yeah.
Most of it was pretty clean though on this house, and you never know. I always, my contract says leave it broom swept clean, and it just depends on the seller.
Yeah.
I kind of try to read them. If it's going to cost me the deal, I'd say, hey, that just means take what you want, leave the rest.
All right. So talk to me about the vision for the kitchen.
So it's actually going to be pretty simple. We're going to repaint all these, all new countertops.
Oh, all those.
But this stuff's all going to come out. These very dark colors, right? Which shrinks everything. So we'll lighten this all up. We'll do new quartz throughout, and we'll do a backsplash. This will get ripped out. We'll do new backsplash.
Nice appliances, though.
And the appliances.
I
had a contract that one in.
You mentioned another pro tip too, and that was to write. So you wanted this refrigerator. And so how did you make sure you were able to secure the refrige?
So in your contracts, when I'm talking with the sellers, I actually just call them agreements in our agreement, right? Softer, a little bit softer word, but the appliances were all matching. And so I had one of my acquisition agents got this for us, but they called me on the fridge and I said, I kind of want to keep it. And I said, well, I kind of want it. It matches everything. Right. And again, just write it into the deal. Hey, it's a matching set. We'd like to keep it. If they press us, I'm not going to lose a deal in our fridge.
Right.
But if we can keep that fridge that matches everything else, that's what we want to do. And so they were able to, they said, yes, that's great. Let's write it into our agreement and say refrigerator stinks, right? Because if it's loose, it doesn't convey, which means it doesn't come with you on the purchase.
Right.
So,
good pro tip.
Look at this floor seats.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy, right?
What happened?
It's probably water leakage.
Like, you see the bottom of the door too. Look how gross it is in the bottom of the door. See how all that MDF?
Yeah, see that? So it gets underneath this flooring. This is obviously not waterproof flooring.
No.
The old stuff wasn't, right? It was this. And it soaks up all the seams. And so, so you have this. And then you can tell there's some stickiness. So that's some type of probably urine. I wish it was shampoo.
Derek, we had an awesome time
absolutely.
with you. I know we took up a good couple of hours, so thank you. And that's not easy in terms of time for real estate investors. We get that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that.
I love that you guys reached out to us.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
I'm
that's
super supportive of home investor. I love the franchise system works. It's worked for me, and so I love it.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to share as much as I can with everybody and be a part of your group trying to get Phoenix, on the map here a little bit.
Absolutely. Phoenix is beautiful. It's huge.
It is very big.
Is the Phoenix area still an open territory? Are more people able to be a franchise owner here?
It comes and goes. Like, just reach out to Ryan or Michael and ask them.
Yeah.
Ryan Chenoweth or Michael Ludlow. So I think right now it's been a closed market. I know we opened up earlier this year maybe and brought a couple more franchises in. And so right now I think it may be closed again per se, but like it really depends on where our marketing spend goes up to or doesn't go to per se.
Yeah.
So
someone's interested in a franchise, you got to reach out and let us know. And then from there.
Exactly.
Now there's Phoenix, so there's Tucson's another market, right?
Tucson's another market, and Northern Arizona is another market.
It is, okay. There's 3 markets in Arizona.
There's 3 markets.
Good.
Oh, nice. Good.
Nice.
Well, again, thank you so much for your time today. We learned a ton.
I know, it was fun.
And be sure to like, comment, share. There's a bell or something like that. And we'll see you back out in the field.
No.
Bye.
See ya.